You have built your entire career off of black women caricature skits, and now you have an issue about the comments that are about you. You can't be serious.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
Dear Terry Reloaded, for those who do not know, the folks who don't, let me tell you, Terry Reloaded is a TikToker who has gained a huge following off of his skits, basically dressing up as what we would perceive to be a black woman. He oftentimes wears a wig that's pushed back, and he did the Jada Waiter. I want to be like Jada Waiter. And his videos have gotten a lot of attention. He's done a lot of content, and it's typical caricature, ghetto black woman trope, and it is something that has been going on since the beginning of time, to be honest. Girl, I think since wigs were invented, black men have been making a joke to do caricatures about black women. He's not the first. It's been many others before him. It comes in all types of forms. But I think the thing with social media now is that anybody can do it and anybody can blow up. Now you do not see it as much on TV. The only people you probably will see now is Tyler Perry. You don't see a lot of it in the SNL skits and the other folks. You don't see it on TV like it used to be, because Jamie Foxx was one of them who did it, and one of the Wayans brothers did it as well. And I mean, Martin Lawrence did it a couple of times, and it's just the only people who benefit from this are cishet black men. Black women do not benefit from this at all. Black women can't even do something similar. There has not been any black woman who has dressed up as a man and has done stereotypical stuff and has went so viral to the point that they are on TV shows. You just don't see it. Now, there's a couple of them who do it, and they do be funny. And you know what? The black women don't even put on wigs or dress like men. They just say some of the things that men do. I think I watched one that was so hilarious, where this woman was talking about her being on a date with a black man, and he talked about himself for the whole entire time. And then when she talked about what she had going on, he didn't even respond. And I thought that was spot on. It was relatable, because that is something that happens not just for black, cishet black women, but also for black queer folks, period. Especially me, I've been there before too. So it was just a commentary on things that are actually happening. What happens with the stereotype stuff, it is a dramatization of what black women are supposed to be or how they act. Now, there are some black women who are ghetto and do their things or whatever, and it is what it is. They're people too. But this is one of the most hated demographics on this earth. Folks can't stand to see it. So when somebody else do it for entertainment and make it super dramatic and stuff, it's very funny and it's hilarious to a lot of folks, even black women who will consume it, because no shade, Terry Reloaded has a following of black women and black men. I wouldn't be surprised if his biggest audience actually were black women. I would not be surprised. But, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not getting into that too much. But Terry Reloaded has done a video, and he basically just came out and just said that he does not like that people think that he's gay. He has a lot of female friends and stuff, but he is not gay. He's not, he is straight. And you know what? I don't care if Terry Reloaded is heterosexual, queer, but I don't care. I'm not here to debate that. What is interesting to me is I've not seen much commentary about him being queer or deal or any of that. I've seen probably a little bit, but how you have been berating and making jokes about black women and building a career off of it for the last couple of years, you don't think that hurts black women? You don't think that doesn't hurt black women? You don't think that makes them feel some type of way? What is that? What is that? You don't think you're reinforcing stereotypes and stuff? You thought that was funny? That was hilarious. Now, you know, they had to sit and let you do this where they not letting you. Like, folks are consuming it because they hate black women, period. But it will never watch black women like that because they can't stand no black ghetto woman, but they'll watch a man pretend to be a black ghetto. It makes absolutely no sense. Y'all hate, black men hate baby mama so much. Hate baby mama drama so much. But we'll consume content like this. Like, it is fascinating to me. Like, it is fascinating to me. But now you're upset that a couple of folks have made comments, and now, you know, the same audience that was kikiing and laughing with you are now like, well, girl, it's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, they dragging you, they being funny. Now, what's funny is they were never laughing with you. To be honest, they were laughing at you. They're not laughing with you. Like, yes, like men, they're a dog pile. And oh, girl, we over here dragging black women. Girl, every single time, like every single time, they will join you. But now you have an issue with the folks like commenting about your sexuality and all the other stuff. Like, oh, just because I do this and that doesn't mean that's how I am. Like, I'm telling y'all, oh, okay, so now the image matters. Now you understand how image works. Now you understand that like men are not a monolith, and that there are some black men who have lots of female friends who might even be feminine, but that doesn't mean that they're homosexual or queer. Now you understand that. But this one black woman stereotype that you have built your entire career on, like, you think that's like that, you got folks believing that's how all black women act. And what's funny is the folks who do content like this, they rarely, if ever, have black girlfriends. I can't tell you how many TikTokers, YouTubers, or creators who do content similar to this usually always have non-black female partners. Every time. You will see it in the vlogs or something. They'll do a vlog, or they'll do like a kickback at the house or something, or another skit that involves other women. And it's always some Latina or some non-black woman in there. Like, they're all usually light-skinned. You know, they're always usually light-skinned. But y'all are fascinated with, like, this stereotype of black women. And the reason why it works for Terry Reloaded is because he's dark-skinned. It works because Terry Reloaded has a very, quote-unquote, masculine face. He's dark-skinned, and he looks a particular type of way. So to put a wig on him, it is the most ugliest thing, because let's not get it twisted. Y'all hate black women, but y'all despise dark-skinned black women. Despise down bad. Like, and that's why it works, because the stereotype, that the caricature content that is always done like that, it is never with a light-skinned person. Like, every once in a while, but when they are dark-skinned, it works even more. It works even more, to the point that folks will make whole puppets or muppets that are dark-skinned to play into this stereotype, because they know that it works. Like to make it ghetto, because ghetto is black, so even more ghetto would be dark black. That's how anti-blackness works. That's how colorism works. And it's the reason why Terry Reloaded has been able to grow so big doing it. And it's like this delusion, like this delusional dark-skinned black girl who wig gets messed up, and you know, she doesn't want to work and all that other stuff. Like, she's super thirsty, all that other stuff. Like, I don't get it. It seems to me that black men enjoy this version of a black woman more than they will like a real black woman. Like, y'all are loving this content, but y'all don't love black women. That y'all don't find it ironic? Like, it'll be interesting if the joke was like, it wasn't taken away, and it wasn't like, it was like a push and pull, like it was a, you know, well-rounded. It's not well-rounded at all, because only one person is benefiting from him. Like, only one person is benefiting from it. Like, it's just, it's hilarious. But like I said, Terry Reloaded is not the only black man to do it. Like, it's been other TikTokers who have done it. I remember somebody had compiled a collage of all the black gay men or black men who do content like that. And somebody put me on there with a green wig. I was like, girl, I did that one time to reenact that a piece of a burger video. That was it. I have never really got into that type of content. I've never really been a fan of it. It makes me cringe before I even had words to describe it. I was just never a fan of it. It just, I don't know what they were. It just did not speak to me. It was not funny. Even when folks were laughing, like even, everybody was like, I just never found it funny to me. And I want their content going. I want posts to stop creating it, but they're not going to stop creating content because they're not going to stop creating content like that because misogynoir exists. Like, if anti-blackness and misogyny still exist, like their content will continue to do numbers and stuff because that's just the way it is. Like, people enjoy seeing it. And Terry Loaded is dealing with the after effect of folks saying, oh, you play this character too well, you must be gay or something, you must be queer, like you play it too well. And it's, the same thing that's been said to others, like, oh, you love putting on a wig, it must be something, something going on, da da da. It's like, even you playing and joking and clowning black women for these years have now isolated you to the point that the folks who were your core demographic don't even see you as yourself. And all you gotta do is stop creating the content. That's it. But you can't, because people want the content. Like, you can't. You can't because you enjoy the attention and it's easy. It doesn't really take much. Anybody can do it. Anybody can go do that. Like, it's nothing special about it. It's not like y'all are really doing a good job. Like, it doesn't require that amount of acting because people already have this idea of what a ghetto black woman is. So it doesn't take much for you to do it. I've seen a couple of conversations about it, and I agree with, folks, saying that calling him doesn't do anything. It doesn't. Calling him queer or DL, it doesn't do anything. Like, who cares? He could be and he couldn't be, but he's saying he is heterosexual, so that's all that matters. But I do feel like if he is, he should be comfortable to be able to live in his life and his truth or whatever. I don't know the person, but I will say the way that he kind of broke down and he was in tears, he was upset, and it was a specific way that the emotions that he was sharing, that it was really hitting close to him. It really hurt his feelings, and I think that he should be taking that into consideration of how he shows up as a black woman in this caricature content that he creates. Like, that same hurt is the same hurt that black women experience being black and a woman. So, and like, to see you continuously do this content and stuff and make fun of them and all that other stuff. Yeah, see, oh, it's fun, just laugh and laugh. But who is at the butt end of the joke? Who is at the butt end of the joke? Like, what is the joke? Think about that. What is the joke? Think about that. Like, we can laugh at some stuff, but what is the butt of the joke? Like, let's talk about that. But that's all I got on Miss Terry Reloaded. Hopefully he stops doing that content. I don't think he will. I doubt he will. He'll be like the other ones who continue to do this content for a couple years and then move on to something else. Maybe he'll get him a crab restaurant or a seafood spot or something and do some other stuff on BET. Who knows? But that's all I got. Let me know in the comments what y'all thought, and I'll talk y'all later. Bye.